Hi, this is Greg Hague. I am feeling particularly mavericky today, so I'd like to tell you a story about how my cell phone has made me hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars listing real estate. It goes like this. Way back, this will show you how old I am, way back when cell phones were first brought into the state of Arizona, the guy who did it was a friend of mine, so he called me and he says, Greg, we got this contraption down here. You got to come down and look at this. It actually allows you to make calls from your car to people in their homes on a landline. And I said, really? You mean like from my car? He said, yeah. So I went down. And you remember the bricks. You guys have, many of you probably don't remember the bricks like personally, but you've seen photos of the brick. Well, this wasn't the brick. This was like in a briefcase. He opened this thing up and it's like filled with batteries. It's got a this gauge on it and it's got a phone kind of handset that you take and you put right here, just like a landline phone. And I said, are you kidding me? He said, yeah, what you do is you can open this up and it's battery operated and you charge it at night, and while you're driving around you can make calls. I thought, gosh, I love this. So he asked me, my cell phone number, by the way, is 999-1000. I don't think I'll put the exchange out in case like 50,000 people see this. I don't want to get any more calls, but it's 999-1000. So he says, Greg, the first exchange here, the first three digits here, our first cell phone is 999. What number do you want? I said, well, how about 1000? He programs it in. So I take this briefcase-like thing with me, put it in the car. I'm so excited. I think the first call I made, it's like back then $2-3 a minute for every minute you made a call. I'm in my car and I pick it up and I call Roseanne. I remember I call Roseanne at the house and she picks up the line. I say, I'm calling you from the car. She says, you're what? And so why do I tell you this story? I don't tell you the story just to tell you the story or because I was like lucky enough to get this really cool cell phone number, which I've had for 20, 25 years now, 999-1000. It's because the reason I did it, the reason I spent the money for this thing was because I knew it would be an amazing listing tool. That's what you got to be thinking about all day long. Everything, ideas you have, things you see, what can you leverage as a listing tool? Because I knew no other realtors had anything like this. So I could go into sellers' homes and I could say, look, as soon as you list with me, I'm the only guy in town that's going to be able to go out in my car and start calling buyers and calling other realtors and getting them all excited about your home. It was a great listing tool. It set me apart. It made them see that I was like forward thinking, technology minded, all that cool stuff. And I know for a fact in that next year or two, I probably made $200,000 in extra commissions just by people, sellers, being impressed with that really cool listing tool. So you think about that when you're out and around. What have you got? What do you see? What can you think of that will be a great listing tool for you? Hey, would you like some other creative listing tips on how you can list every home every time? Well, first, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And second, go over to realestatemaverics.com where we're writing the creative playbook on how you can win in real estate.